All right, Kidd Nation. I'm pretty excited about this this guest we're about to have on the show because if you ever watched Medium back in the day,
I was obsessed.
Right, Kelly? It's awesome. So it was actually based on a book called Don't Kiss Them Goodbye by Allison DuBois. And she's on the phone with us right now because she is starting a podcast. Hi, Allison.
Hi, how are you?
Doing excellent. Super pumped to have you on the show, first of all.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, because truly, we were all huge fans of Medium back in the day. I can't even remember how long it's been. It feels like yesterday.
2011 went off.
My goodness. So is this podcast going to be basically like the stuff we saw on the TV show for fans of that?
The Dead Life is my podcast, and the focus is what happens when we die and after we die. So I have guests on who have had near-death experiences or hospice nurses who have been there for over 300 deaths, people who've really experienced what they see people say when they're about to die, what they're doing. And I just wanted to see what death looked like through other people's eyes, but also to help people tap into their own abilities so they can communicate themselves, because I think a lot of people just don't know how to do it, but it's there, and it's just how to speak their language.
So you're saying, Allison, that everyone on Earth has the potential and the ability to communicate with our loved ones who passed away?
Well, when we're children, that's true, but then as we get older, people put up walls. Sometimes they have an experience that scares them, and they tell the other side to go away, which it will. There are other people who are just thick as bricks and think they have all the answers, and they're never going to have that experience.
Right.
It just depends.
I'm assuming you know that our host, Kidd Kraddick, passed away 7 years ago, and we kept the show going in his memory. And I know this is just asking you out of the shot in the dark right now. Is there any way that you could tell? Because some people like to say, Kidd's smiling down on you, and he's so proud of you. And I'm thinking, is he really, or is he mad that we're doing this without him? You know, so
he would be absolutely honored and touched that you continued the show. I know from vast experience that a lot of people still like going to the workplace. So I would say he's in studio. I would say that's his heaven.
Ooh.
And
this is his
Tell
heaven.
we're not there. Can you tell us that
honestly,
we're at home?
We've had things happen in the studio at times where we're like, was that Kidd? You know,
of course
we've had
that would be Kidd. And they love it when you put a picture of them up. So if you did that for him, that would be awesome. And if you haven't, you might want to do that.
We do. We even have the last Coke can that he left.
Oh.
He left his Cokes everywhere. So we have like a little mini shrines around to him. But it's just, we're just curious if you could have gotten some sort of vibe on that if he actually had been back.
When somebody names something after you, they tend to identify with it and want to be there. And he would identify with you because you have a similar soul to him, and that you love what you do just like he loved what he did, and they're the same thing. So he would be around there whispering in your ear saying, ask this, say this. And so sometimes when you get an urge to say something and you don't know where that came from, that's their language. That's how they talk to us. That's how they work through us.
Do you think he would say anything about Anna or I? Because we never got to meet him, but we're in his studio on his show.
You know what? He would still consider you friends, because even though you didn't get to meet in life, he would feel very connected with you, that you care for him and he cares for you. So you didn't have to meet in life. He still sees your daily activities in the studio, and you cutting up or, playing a prank on each other, and that's what he loves.